The HMAS Sydney is under attack.
I say again, this is Australian warship HMAS Sydney. We are in distress and requesting your assistance. Over.
The Soviets are engaging with a massive fleet of patrol boats and ships. Even with help on the way.
Chief, I have the carrier off to our right. I'm going to make a right-hand overhead pass.
Copy.
The Sydney, the Kitty Hawk, and CVW-20 are locked in a battle for survival.
Had a fire. It's in one of the forward sections. They're working on it. They haven't told us how bad it is yet. All we know is they're down there and they're working on it.
All this and more, tonight on General Quarters 24. The HMAS Sydney is a Majestic-class aircraft carrier, originally built by the British and then transferred to the Royal Australian Navy. In the early morning of August 9th, 2024, the Sydney was engaged in carrier operations off the coast of Georgia. Soviet Maritime Patrol aircraft spotted her and started a massive alert throughout the Soviet naval forces. The Sydney had been conducting airstrikes into the Soviet Union for some time, but had managed to remain undetected. However, with her location now known, she is in serious jeopardy. The Sydney's captain radios the USS Kitty Hawk for assistance.
USS Kitty Hawk, this is Australian warship HMAS Sydney. I say again, this is Australian warship HMAS Sydney. We are in distress and requesting your assistance. Over.
Although Kitty Hawk receives the message, any attempts to respond are met with silence. Later, a second message comes through revealing the extent of the danger.
USS Kitty Hawk, this is Australian warship HMAS Sydney, transmitting in the blind. I did not copy your last. I say again, I did not copy your last. We have been engaged by Soviet forces and have sustained heavy casualties. I count 2 corvettes in the first wave, 2 in the second. Requesting your immediate assistance. I say again, immediate assistance. Over.
CVW-20 springs into action. General Quarters is called throughout the Kitty Hawk, and the fighters are scrambled. The first 2 to launch are Chaos Rifle and Paul. The airbase at Godalta is thrown on high alert as Historia and Tumbler are launched, and Royal Australian Air Force units are notified of the emergency. Finally, Chief and Spaceman are launched to provide air cover for the Australians, just as Chaos and Paul are getting on station. Chaos and Paul are operating FA-18C Hornets. They will be engaging the majority of fast attack craft still engaging the Sydney. Sydney is able to send out one final transmission before her communications equipment gives out entirely.
Mayday, 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 this is HMAS Sydney calling all friendly vessels. I am under attack, I say again, I am under attack. The Soviets are attacking us. I have sustained heavy casualties. I say again, heavy casualties. Mayday, 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 this is HMAS Sydney calling all friendly vessels. I request immediate assistance. Hey, close the hatch now. I am under attack and have sustained heavy... Damage control path, place the engineering space. North.
Spaceman and Chief overfly the Sydney in a last-ditch effort to open communications, but it doesn't work.
Chief, I have the carrier off to our right. I'm going to make a right-hand overhead pass.
Copy.
Instead, they begin tracking targets. The first ones they pick up are Sukhoi Su-27s, and they're a massive threat to both the ships and the airmen. Wasting no time at all, the two engage with AIM-54 Phoenix missiles
Yeah, copy.
and bring down the 4 Sukhois.
I'm cranking left.
Okay, I'm engaging. See if they don't see us. This is a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, copy.
Firing on the lead group, 201 Fox 3.
I don't think my Phoenix is tracked.
Same.
10 miles. Fox 1.
Flash 1.
Bandit is down.
Flash 2.
Fox 1.
You're not. $11 Shooting, he's right there.
Flash 1.
Bandit is down.
No eyes in the 4th.
All yours. Launch
201
set.
Fox 3.
Closing.
Got him.
Shoot him, he's right there. Closing. 4:30 knots.
That's a splash.
Bandit is down.
Good splash.
Meanwhile, Chaos, Paul, Tumbler, and Historia keep up the naval battle. It's an intense firefight. Ultimately, the Soviets will lose 10 ships to the American counterattack. Including one Krivak-class frigate. The same one which had engaged Kitty Hawk some several weeks earlier. With the ships destroyed, the Soviets launch one final attack. An Tupolev Tu-142 bomber. If it gets a chance to fire its anti-ship missiles, the Sydney will be powerless to stop it. Spaceman's F-14 was designed to take out such a bomber. In an impressive vertical climb, Spaceman knocks out the bomber.
Spike, 5 o'clock. 4 knots. We have a bogey, Hornet, 4 o'clock high. 2 miles, we're fast at 500.
But a Su-27 takes an opportunity to strike and chases him down.
Nine o'clock high. 3 o'clock low.
Thanks for the assist. Who was it?
It's Tumbler. He arrives just in time to knock out the flanker chasing Spaceman. The battle over, CVW-20 has one more crisis to contend with. During the battle, an SM-2 missile misfired and struck the Kitty Hawk. The fire is pouring smoke directly over the flight deck, and the aviators need to rely on all of their skill to land safely.
How am I alive right
One
now?
wire happens to the worst, you know?
I don't know, it looks like you were going to hit the bag on my POV.
Through an absolute miracle, everyone makes it back safely. The crisis is only beginning.
How many more do we have inbound for the boat?
I think it was just us. Everyone else was Air Force.
Unless you take F-15s, I don't think anyone else.
The US will engage in a retaliatory counterstrike,
I'll check on the ground, guys, and then we'll probably
and the
call it there.
Soviets will respond. For now, the call to general quarters has just begun.